Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is koalafpv here. I'm really excited about today's video because this video is actually my very first brand collaboration. So the team over at Dehancer, they reached out to me asking if I wanted to test out their film emulation plugin. If you know anything about me, I'm really into like color grading and making videos look nice. So it's pretty cool that this film emulation company reached out to me. It's like kind of the perfect thing. When I saw the email from them, I was pretty stoked. I was like, wait a minute, is this real? I've known about Dehancer for quite a while. Anytime that I've seen people showing off the plugin, like how they work and how it looks, I'm always just like, damn, this looks really nice. I wish that I could have this, but it's not that cheap. So I was like, well, first things first, let me see if this is a real email and not one of those like YouTube things where companies will reach out to you and they just do like a crypto scam. I did a little digging. It was legit. So just wanted to say shout out to Maria for reaching out. Super stoked about this. Quick note before we get into it. They originally offered me an affiliate link where I would make a commission, but I was mostly just interested in trying out the plugin instead of making like money. If you're interested in trying it out, there's a code in the description box below. But yeah, enough of that chat. Let's see what this plugin's all about.
It feels just like before, when you always spend those lies, but it's fine as you get in your own way. Cause when you're in front of my face, you ain't got nothing to say.
For anybody who's not familiar with Dehancer, they're a company that makes a film emulation plugin that essentially takes your digital photos or videos and makes it look a lot more like film. So I've been using Dehancer now for the past few weeks, testing it out. It's nice to be able to just have everything all in one plugin. It's super perfect for an easy workflow. That way you're not bouncing around all over the place. It's just really nice having it all in one spot. One of the really cool things too about it is that they're actually emulating real film stock. So like the Kodak Portras, the Cine Stills. Like there's a whole bunch of them. I think there's like more than 60 or something. So one of the nice things about Dehancer as well is that it basically works in any program. Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, Lightroom, Capture One. I think that's all the ones I can think of that anybody really uses. They even have an app for the iPhone, and you can even use it straight from the browser. So basically with Dehancer Online, essentially what you can do is you can upload your photos from your computer. As you can see, there's all these different film stocks. They also have some basic controls that you'd expect from a photo editing app. And then you've also got the film effects. So pretty much no matter what editing platform you use, Dehancer is going to be available for it. Besides like the film and color aspect of Dehancer, you also get a bunch of film-like effects built into the plugin. Film grain, bloom, halation. You get like the little film scan overlay type looks. It basically allows you to make your footage look even more like film besides just having the color profiles with it. So there's tons of film grains out there on the internet and they all look similar and they're all okay and they all will work. But there's something about the way that Dehancer is doing the film grain where basically it looks super legit.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
And when you export it out properly and then upload it to YouTube, the compression of YouTube doesn't just destroy the film grain and turn it to mush. One of the other built-in effects that I think is pretty cool too is that halation. It basically gives you the sort of like orangish halo on the high contrast areas of an image. Sort of like a glow effect, but it's not really a glow. I don't use it on everything, but it can actually add a cool look. I also do like the bloom effect built into the plugin. It basically eliminates your need to have a black pro mist filter. Say you do want that like glowy blooming effect, you can totally get that in post-production just using the Dehancer plugin. So now that I've showed you guys the results you can get from Dehancer, I've talked about the features. There are a few things to be aware of. First things first, it's definitely not the cheapest plugin out there. There's definitely ways of achieving a film look in video editing without the plugin, whether it's with LUTs and overlays and film grains and all the different things I was mentioning before. But it's definitely not going to be as convenient. But one of the other things to be aware of as well is the performance. I'm running Dehancer on Final Cut Pro, and the machine I'm using is a pretty powerful Mac Mini. It's not the base model. It's got some upgrades on it. So it can definitely handle its own when it comes to photo editing, video editing, effects, and all that kind of stuff. Unless you render your clips before you play them, they can look a little stuttery and you're not getting like the full frames per second playback, which kind of a bummer, to be honest, because when I'm editing, I like to see everything in the highest resolution at the smoothest frame rate that I can in the project that I'm working on. Having that bit of laggy glitch while I'm playing it back, it does mean that I have to render the clip, then play it back in order for it to play smoothly, which it's not super ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But it's definitely something to be aware of if having smooth playback is an important part of your workflow. So that pretty much sums it up here. If you're serious about getting the most authentic film look, you've got the budget and you've got a powerful computer, I would say Dehancer is definitely worth checking out. But yeah, if you're just experimenting with film looks and want to do it on the cheap, there's definitely options out there that could still get the job done. On the other side though, if you're a creator or a professional and you want the most authentic film looks, I would say Dehancer is definitely the way to go. But yeah, just wanted to say a big thanks to the team over at Dehancer for reaching out. This is really cool because again, this is my first brand collaboration. I had a really good time testing out the plugin, seeing all the different features and how it can make your footage look really cool. And let me know in the comments, have you ever tried to get that film look in your videos? But other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and keep an eye out because I think in the next video, I'm gonna be giving away a light bulb. Just kidding. I've been talking about it on my channel posts for a while now. I'm gonna be giving away a Runcam 5 Orange. Brand new, still has the plastic on it. If you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed. All right, peace out, y'all.